welcome back to a big weather update today. We have something to go over today. We have first two systems. The first one's actually occurring right now, and it could drop some heavy snow throughout the area. Over 4 inches is possible for parts of Minnesota. We'll be getting into that very shortly. And then the second system that has pretty big concern actually could bring some heavy snow up to a foot as possible. For the snow is possible throughout Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois. But we're gonna be talking about the first system first, and then since it's going on right now, and then later tonight we're probably going over the second system more. So we're gonna take a look at the watches and warnings map. We see a winter weather advisory parts of Wisconsin, northern Iowa, southern Minnesota, and South Dakota, with winter weather advisories also issued for parts of Nebraska and Kansas, and parts of the west such as California, Oregon, Nevada, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, and Wyoming, with winter storm warnings issued for portions of Wyoming, Nevada, with winter storm watches issued for parts of California, Nevada, and Arizona. They're expecting a couple inches of snow in high elevations, and even around 5,000 feet up in some areas you could see up to 12 inches of snow. So it's going to be pretty active for the next couple days. Next thing we're going to go over is the chances of heavy snow. If you're in that red, you have 70%, which covers majority of southern Minnesota and maybe a small portion of northern Iowa. And then you have southern Minnesota, and then parts of Wisconsin and Iowa are also in the moderate and surrounding that. That's our chances of seeing heavy snow are 4 inches or higher. So this is definitely going to be something. Today, this is basically round 1, and it's not going to affect round 2 portions that are being affected by the storm. With the heaviest snowfall, don't think you're going to be being hit by the second one. So, it's going to be pretty insane. Next thing we're going to get into is day 3 of the probabilities of seeing over 4 inches. So, let's get right into it. And then, we're going to be entering day 3, which is this system, and then you see a high risk issued for around Nebraska and southern Iowa, and then northern Missouri potentially, and then surrounding that is a moderate risk. I think you'll probably see that raised to probably a high risk sometime in the future. Same thing with portions of Pennsylvania and southern New York. You could see an upgrade. So your probabilistic chances of seeing over 4 inches. And the next thing we're gonna go is chances of reaching winter storm criteria, which is higher from yesterday actually, and it's in a much more broader region. So the next thing we're gonna get into, we're gonna be entering it very shortly. So you see rather high risk, around 50 to 80% chance over portions of northern Kansas, southern Nebraska, and surrounding that is it's more of a slight risk, and then pretty small risk around 10 to 30% in the blue, and then yellows around 30 to 50, and then reds 50 80, and then you see some purple that's 80 or more. Those usually are the areas that we see in winter storm warnings right now. So or sometime in the future. So this is definitely gonna be an active day, active period that we're gonna be entering for the next couple days, and things should finally quiet down, as next weekend we could see also another system. For the northeast, it's kind of unknown, and we're gonna look at the winter storm out for ice, and you can see a high risk, basically a high risk for portions of Maryland, West Virginia, and South Pennsylvania. This is where you can see over a quarter inch. If any of these are gonna see high accumulation, this is the area where you can get it. portions are there. And you could see a couple inches of snow also. It's kind of right now up in the air. And then we're entering model guidance next. So this is definitely going to be something to remember for the year, probably. This is definitely going to be in the year review for next year. But we'll see about this one. So the next thing we're going to be going into is the model guidance, and we're going to be taking a look at the North American model. We're going to enter the end of the run. You're going to see some widespread 6+ inches around the same areas that we've already seen with the winter storm outlook and heavy snow. So this is pretty widespread. You can see some light pinks. That's indicating over a foot of snow locally. It just depends on how much bandings with this one. And if you see locally heavy bands up to 1 to 4 inches per hour, well, 1 to 2 really is going to be more common. 1 to 2, 3 to 4 is going to be pretty much in very local areas. You could see higher than what's forecasted by NAM. And then the next thing we're going to get into is Canadian. And you can see this is definitely one of the more aggressive models. This is definitely worst case scenario. You can see those pinks obviously widespread throughout Iowa and Nebraska, indicating over a foot of snow. And you can see yellow, a light tint of yellow is indicating over 2 feet of snow over portions of southern Iowa. And it's gonna be pretty interesting how it plays out. We've seen some consistency on the track recently, and but right now snow accumulations might continue to flip-flop as we continue on with this. So this is one of them. And then you can see portions of the northeast. You could see some more snow possibly. So especially for areas you can see 6 inches that were in the ice also potentially. And then GFS, this is definitely going also aggressive, especially in the northeast. You can see widespread 6 inches. And if we're gonna take a look at the you can see that is going to be indicating over northern Kansas you could see up to over a foot of snow. And then the track has been pretty consistent recently, and I think that trend's going to stay. But right now snowfall is going to continue to flip-flop as we continue. So this could be potentially something. What else? Next thing we're going to be entering is we're going to be going through winter storm severity scale. This is potential impacts it could have on a scale from limited to extreme, and we'll get into that very soon. With that, also, so if we're gonna take a look at this, since this is the overall components, this is valid throughout the next 3 days. You could see moderate impacts throughout Iowa, northern Missouri, southern Nebraska, and then northern Kansas with major impacts issued. Where you can see major impacts is Iowa, portions of Nebraska. There's no major cities within this actually, so right now Des Moines could see something, Twin Cities could see out some snow also, there's not really big impacts. TZ headquarters will be on the watch for this as well. We could get some actual real-life footage of this as it snows, which would be pretty cool, I'd say. And that's really it for the video. I hope you did enjoy. We'll be continuing to track this within the next couple hours. We'll be releasing another update on it. So this is definitely going to be very important to watch the next couple days, and we can see how this develops and stuff. This is definitely could be significant. I'm expecting winter storm watches to be issued either this afternoon, this evening, or tomorrow morning. And that's it. Goodbye.